Hi, I'm Caprice. I work here at Norwest Co-op Community Health, and today I'm going to show you about a 10-minute practice of chair yoga. It's really just gentle stretching and moving your muscles in a chair. So it's for people who have a harder time maybe standing and doing yoga on a mat, and it's also a very good introduction to yoga. So we can start right now. If you're in a chair, it's best to have a chair without arms so that you can move. And you just come to the end of the chair and your feet are flat on the ground. So you're grounding your feet flat into the ground. Your knees are hip width apart. And you're sitting straight. You're not too rigid, but you're straight. Your spine is straight and you're looking down your nose at the ground. First, we will sit in this position. We will sit in center. And we'll take a couple of breaths through our nose. So inhale, exhale. A couple more times. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. The first move we're going to do is just start moving our neck to the side, side to side. Just gently, you're not overstretching. Before you make any stretches in yoga or do any stretches in yoga, it is best to always warm up the muscle. So we're just gently warming up our neck muscles. And now we'll just roll our shoulders back. So we're just warming up our shoulder muscles and all around our neck and our low upper back. Now just rotating them forward. And you're breathing. Come to center. Now we're going to bring our arms out to the side, to either side, and you're pointing your fingers to each wall beside you. And bring your hands up so they're facing the ceiling and it's engaging your muscles a little more. Then we'll just do some forward circles. So we're warming up the muscles. So forward circles, you can get a little bigger. Make sure your back is straight and you're not slouching. You can stop and go backwards, just doing the same movement backwards. And breathing through the nose. And now we can just come back to center. Take a breath. Now bring your hands to heart center and just follow my movement. Hands come down. They come up to the sky. Looking at your hands, bring your palms together. Back to heart center. Do this 5 times while breathing gently through your nose. Last one. 5. Heart center. Come to center, hands on your lap. The next pose we're going to do is a spinal twist. So we're going to turn to the right. We're going to turn at our waist to the right and put our left hand on our right leg. And you're going to push around and you're going to turn your head backwards, keeping your hips straight. So you're turning around and you're getting in a spinal twist and you breathe. 1, 2, and you're pushing with your hand. 3, 4, release, come back to center. And now we're going to turn our waist and our head to the left, and your right hand comes onto your left leg, and you push on your leg, and it helps you turn around as far as you can go. And breathe. 1. 2. Push a little harder. 3. 4. 5. Good. Just release and come back to center. In this position, when you're back in center, just take a couple of breaths and get focused. Looking down your nose, just a nice gaze down your nose on the ground. Focusing on your breath. Okay, next pose. Bring your right hand down onto the seat of your chair, but don't push up so that your shoulders are up. You're keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Bring your left hand up, looking up at your hand, and then just bend to the right. So you're doing a right bend, stretching this side and looking up at your fingers, and breathe. Slow, equal breaths. Keep your back straight as you can without slouching. 3, 4, 5. Good. Come back to center and bring your hand down. Always come back to center. Now put your left hand down on the seat. Make sure your ears are away from your shoulders and your collarbones open, your chest is open. Bring your right hand up, looking up at your hand. Do a slow stretch over to the left, so you're feeling the stretch. And breathe. 1. Make sure you're not arching your back. 2. Stretch. 3. 4. 5. Come back to the middle and bring your hand down, always back to center. Now we're going to do a forward stretch. So we're just going to, you can open your knees a bit further. And you're sitting up straight again, and we're pulling our spine up, and we're starting to just fold gently. And the goal is to reach the ground, but if you can't, that's okay. You reach as far down as you can. Put your hands down and hang your head down. And hang your head for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now slowly come up. Just slowly. There's no rush. Hands back on your lap and bring your knees together. Hip width apart. Now we're going to do a hamstring stretch. So your right leg, you just put it out in front of you on the ground. You put your heel on the ground and your knee is straight. Now with both hands, again, you're pulling up. You're pulling your spine up. Your collarbone's open, your chest is open, and you're just folding at the waist as far as you can go. Just sliding down your leg as far as you can go, and keep your toes up. Head down and breathe for 5. 1, 2, 3. Try to push a little further.
5. And slowly come up.
Inhaling as you come up. Back to center with hands on your lap. Now the left side, straighten your leg. Your toes are pointing up, your heel is on the ground. Both hands just sliding down your leg as far as you can go. As far as you can go, and put your head down and make sure you breathe for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly come up. And back to center. We're in center, and we're just going to again look down our nose, gazing at the ground, taking 2 breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. One more time. Now we're going to bring our right leg up on to our left leg, onto the lap here. And if this is too hard for you to do, if you have bad knees and it's too hard for you to do, a modification for this would be come forward on your seat even more, so you're sitting at the edge of your chair, and you put your feet together and your knees are open, your legs are open, and you push your pelvis forward, and you'll be able to feel the same sort of stretch. So this is modified. So you can do this one. You would breathe for 5 breaths, or you bring your leg up however you can, sitting straight, again, pulling your spine up, sitting straight. You take your hand and just push it down on your knee, and you'll be able to feel a stretch in your hamstrings and your hips. This opens your hips, makes it easier to do other poses as well. And just breathe, looking down your nose, gazing on the ground, shoulders away from your ears, pushing down. 3, 4, 5. Now just release, gently bring your leg down. Feet are hip width apart still, and your feet are grounded into the ground. Bring your left leg up to do the same thing. Make sure you're sitting up straight, pelvis is pushed forward a little bit, and you're pushing down on your knee, and you can feel the stretch. Looking down your nose and breathe. 5. Good. Just release. Bring your leg down. Come back to center. The next pose we're going to do is a leg lift. So again, this is something that you only do what you can do. I'm going to show you a couple different ways. So we're going to start with our right leg, and we're going to just straighten our leg and bring the toes up so the toes are pointing to the ceiling. You just hold it up as high as you can while you're still straight in your chair. You're going to want to go back like this, but try to keep up and try to hold it. Now if this is too hard, you can just do it whatever you can do. Lift it up a little bit. Or you can lift your leg like this. If bending the knee is better or easier, that's okay. Looking down at the ground or at your toes right in front of you, and breathe. 1, 2, we're going to do 3 breaths. 3, and bring it down, just because it's a little harder and it's muscle building exercise. So we're center, and we bring up the left foot, toes are pointed to the ceiling. That still engages your leg muscles. And breathe for 3. 1, pull your belly in. 2, 3, good. Come back to center, bring your foot down. And the last pose we're going to do today is knee squeeze. So again, you're going to bring your leg up, but it's bent this time. Put your hands just in front of your knees, down a little bit onto the top of your shin. Just pull in. If you want to curl your body into it, but keep your toes up. Don't let your toes go down. Keep them up, and you can round your back and curl into it. Then just breathe for 5, 3, 4, 5. Good. So straighten up, release, come back to center. Then bring your left leg up with your toes pointed up. And again, just curl your body in to a little ball. Bring it as far as you can to your nose and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So just release. Come back to center. I hope you enjoyed this last 10 minutes of chair yoga. Enjoy. Namaste.